Alright, today we're going to be changing brakes in a quick and easy way. Put these on last. Definitely put them on really tight. Road clears. Now, get your bolts on the caliper holder. And it is really cold today. It's like 40 degrees. And it just rained all morning. But I had to fix a tire on the back of my girlfriend's car because it got a cotter pin in it. So that was fun. Yep. Those brakes. Usually you don't want to take this and just lay it down here where that brake hose is going to be carrying the weight of the caliper. So yeah, these are pretty close to being done. So I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's almost down in the middle. Starting to hear squeaking going on. I don't know if you guys how the audio is, but it's kind of windy and a little bit nippy today. But so what we're gonna do is we're going to take this caliper, one of these old brake pads. We're gonna depress that piston back. Now, I don't know if this is going to be okay. Usually you can't push it all the way back, but this is a small car, so sometimes you can, but most of the time I just use the old brake pad. Clamp kind of like this, and just compress it without damaging your boot. Obviously you want to keep that intact and try not to puncture it or rip it or tear it. As you can see, this one's kind of bulging out. Push it back in. So as soon as it comes out and grabs that brake pad, it doesn't smash our boot. Alright. So I'm going to put my glove back on because it is cold out here. Now, put that back. daughter say that they want new clips. Okay. Just gonna pop these off. Okay. Let's see. We might as well use new clips because the old ones are old. And this stuff tends to heat up pretty good. Especially during the summer. Alright, I usually try to reference the old ones to the new ones. Make sure you're putting them in the right place. They're a little different because they're aftermarket. See, these ones are there's the bigger ones. Those are probably the front ones. They're all just jumbled in the bag. See how those are different? You probably want to use the one that's closer. So yeah, that one. And since that one came on like that, we're going to put the new one on just like this. Pop it back on, just like so. And we're going to do the top one. It's going to relocate like this. Pop that dude back on there. Now we're going to put our new caliper like this. So how did that go? This one had to go right there. Okay, so that's where the piston was pushing on. This one had the other side. Yeah, that's definitely where the piston was pushing. So this one went on like so. We're gonna do the same thing. Just let me go check the other pads. I guess in these sets, only one of them come with the telltale indicator when it's getting low. That's when it starts squeaking. So we're just gonna put it in there, I guess. Make sure it's not gonna hit anything. And you're just gonna slide this in the right way. Same thing on the opposite side. See how that's round right here? Kind of want to put it like that so it kind of matches your rotor. Put that in. And since we decompress this should just slip right over the top. Like that. Yep. Right there. Oh, where did my boot go? Here's the boot. One on the top, there's one on the bottom. Hopefully it don't blow away in the wind. Oh, there it is. Yep, that wind took it. We're going to put that dude back onto the there, put the glove back on because it is freezing cold outside. That back on. And make sure you always put it back on exactly how you found it. And make sure, I don't know if you want to videotape it or whatever you're doing. When you do it, make sure put it on the same exact way, or it's not going to work when you put the tire back on. Now, try not to rip these boots while you put these bolts back on. Throw one in, kind of get some threads on it. Make sure the threads aren't cross-threading either. So there's these back on. They're almost down. Snug. Make sure that boot's not gonna tear as you're tightening it down, because they're wanting to move. Alright. This way, I don't know, you could bleed the brake fluid out of it, the old stuff, but I'm only one person doing this, and you kind of need somebody in the car with you to press the brakes and release the fluid out as I crack it. Otherwise, if you crack it, you're going to get air in your lines, and then you're not going to have brakes. So that is not something you want to do going down the road. I'm just getting it all tightened up, all snug. Whenever you have this caliper off, you never want to go press the brakes while you have this off either, because it is a son of a gun to get that piston back pushed out. If you push it while this caliper is off, it's going to decompress it all the way out, and it actually might have that piston drop out of there. So don't ever do that. But right there, it's kind of loose, you know. So as soon as I put the tire on, you get brakes. You know what? I'm actually gonna go press the brake and make sure it's tight. I'm not gonna rip any of the boots or anything. So I'll be right back. Let's see what that did. That is not warped. That's pretty snug on there. And that's a quick, easy, dirty way of doing it. You don't really need to bleed brakes and do all that stuff unless, you know, obviously you need to bleed the brakes and do that. But it is a quick and easy way of changing your brakes on your car. All you need is this and like a 14. This actually took a 14 millimeter, and your brake pads. And I was actually able to decompress that piston with the caliper, use my hands, but usually you're gonna have to use a C-clamp or something of that same way to decompress those brakes. And always use a old pad or something when you're decompressing it, because if you put that right on the piston or anything, you actually have the chance of kind of doing it lopsided, you know, or tearing that boot, or it'll slip off into the piston, and it's just not good. I've done that, and it's not fun. So there you go, guys.